Over the years, Minecraft speedrunning has become revolutionized. With runs of the game starting in 2012, we've seen the world record drop from being almost 4 hours down to just a simple 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Due to this insane world record in Minecraft itself being one of the most speedrun games of all time, I wanted to see if it was possible for an average person like me to be able to get a respectable time in Minecraft within just a week. What's a respectable time? Well, I decided for this challenge it would be about 1 hour. While you may say that it's pretty easy to get a sub-hour run in Minecraft, if you haven't actually speedrun Minecraft before, you'd be surprised just how hard it is. And to add a bit of challenge to the run, if I failed, I would have to complete a whole run on Minecraft completely blindfolded. So if I couldn't even figure out how to speedrun the game, I would be screwed if I couldn't even know how to see. So, can I learn how to speedrun Minecraft in just a single week, or will I have to do one of the hardest challenges that a Minecraft player could take? Make sure to stick around until the video to find out, and let's get into this. Normally, if you're preparing for something new or something that you haven't done before, you would expect the person to, maybe study up a little bit, maybe see what you're supposed to do. But, I had a brilliant idea of actually just going in blind and trying my best and see what I could do myself. And you could probably tell how it went. Whatever. Oh no, the lava! Mine. Oh crap, it doesn't mine. Shift plus F3. Yo, it's not working. Someone... Oh, F3 please. No, my pickaxe! I'm just lost. Is this run dead? I thought this was over. Oh no, the run is just over. Clearly, I was not prepared in the slightest to speedrun Minecraft. But what really were the specifics of speedrunning Minecraft and how would I do it? If you're watching this, it's probably likely that you're just like me in this situation and don't know exactly what speedrunning Minecraft really entails. Don't worry, I'm about to explain it right now. Alright, so the run starts off pretty simple. Now, all that you really need for a solid start is a village. Now, this village is where you're going to find your most important resources, including your 7 sexy iron. Now, don't ask me why it's called this. It's just so you don't forget that you need 7 pieces of iron. So, once you have your 7 sexy iron, all you need to craft is a water bucket, a iron pickaxe, and a flint and steel. Once you have those 3, you're all ready to go into the nether. Now, maybe it's just because I'm new to the whole scene, but finding a lava pool to build a nether portal in was one of the most frustrating things in all of runs. Anyways, once you find that lava pool, you can then use your water bucket and now do one of the coolest tricks in the run, which is just building a nether portal, but it's still, even after years of seeing it, super cool to see happen. Once you build that portal, you can now go into what is actually the most frustrating part of the run, which is the nether. So the first thing you want to find in the nether is a bastion. Now the bastion is actually super helpful because this is where you get your ender pearls, which saves so much time in the run and is why the run's world record time has come down from an hour and a half to just a simple 7 minutes. So all you have to do in the bastion is just find a bunch of piglins, screw them together in one big hole, and then trade them all the gold. However, there are 4 different types of bastions with subsets within those 4 types of bastions, so you really have to memorize like 8 different routes for each different bastion if you really want to be one of the best speedrunners, and you have to memorize which blocks to mine, which gold to get, which gold not to get, and everything like that. And overall, bastions can be a huge point of your run where if you don't know what to do, it can absolutely murder you. So once the piglins have given you enough ender pearls, you are free to go into the next step of the nether, which is the nether fortress. Now, finding the fortress was actually one of my favorite parts of the run because you got to do a really cool trick called using a PIDAR. You basically use this menu on your F3 where you can see where mob spawners are, and it was actually super cool. I'll actually show you a couple examples later on in this video, but it is a super cool technique and makes finding the nether fortress a lot easier. And then from there, all you need to find the nether fortress and then get your blaze rods from the blazes, and then you're all set to go back to the overworld and find the fortress. Once the overworld, they actually allow you to use something called Ninja Brain Bot that will basically allow you to line up your ender eyes with basically the Pythagorean theorem from geometry class in 10th grade, which is actually super cool. Once you got the cords from here, you can either go there on foot in the overworld or go back in the nether. Most top level runners will try to line up themselves in the nether to get as close to the fortress as possible. However, I'm not really a top level runner, so I don't know if I do that. And then obviously from there, you just use your eyes to fill in the end pearl. Go to the end, kill the dragon, you get the rest. So so you don't have to watch hours and hours of failed run attempts, what I'm going to do is break down each and every day into a little bit more concise, couple minute long features that basically show my progress, my fails, and everything like that, so you can see each individual's day's vibe, the general themes, and everything like that, so you can be caught up. And with that, let's move on to day number 1.
What's up, guys? What's up, chat?
We're in our first day of 7 of learning how to speedrun Minecraft. Be honest, I really don't know anything. And let the run begin. Okay, got it. I don't even access me the hoe. And the shovel, perfect. That's what we're saying. Alright. Oh no. Oh no! So right here, going into the nether, I'm trying to do what's called an E scanning, basically, which basically you use your F3 menu to try to see if there's a certain rise in an E number when you go into the nether. However, I am completely new to it and have no idea how it works, so I completely misread it and think I'm completely screwed on this run. So like 6 or 7. Chicken jockey! Only the highest level speedrunning is here on this channel. Let's do this. Oh no! Help me, no! Oh my gosh! I'm horrible. let me watch this little video. Rec rep nether speedrun.
In this video, we'll cover the entire nether, which has the most information, but also the coolest strats.
Yes, a bastion. Oh my god. Okay, this is where we gotta log in.
So I'd finally done it. This is the furthest I've gotten in a run at this point, and I was so excited to find a bastion. However, there was one major problem, and that was I had no idea what to do once I got in the bastion. Just come close.
Oh no! Oh, I'm just dead. Damn it, dude. Damn it.
So that first attempt was a big fail. However, that failure would continue into many next attempts.
The stupid hogman. The stupid hog. You can piss off. You can piss off.
So somehow I was actually able to get all the ender pearls I needed from a piglin trade on day 1. However, when I'm trying to find a fortress, there is a bit of problems. Yo, wow, there's another bastion. It might be the false positive. It might be a false positive, which would suck. Definitely is. Damn it, dude. Damn it. So the only hitch with using a PyDAR is that sometimes you can get false positives with the bastions with spawners in them. And unfortunately, that was what happened to me the first time I ever tried to use it. So it kind of sucked. However, it was nice to know that I could use the PyDAR and that I could actually successfully loot a bastion. However, that success rate was very, very low. No, I killed myself. So going into day 2, it's pretty clear that the number one thing I needed to work on was bastions, and that's just exactly what I did. From this point on in the video, you'll probably see me in this kind of world a couple of times. So there's this run info thing on the right. This is Llama's bastion practice, and without it I would have been a complete mess in bastions, even more than I am so far. This map basically allows you to run through all of the different types of bastions and routes, and really helps you hone in on your skills around your bastions, and without it I would have been even more lost than I was. However, I was kind of impatient and kind of wanted to jump right back into runs immediately, and that wasn't the smartest choice.
I'm sorry.
No, please just let me live. That's all I need. This is all. No! However, we quickly had a run that maybe proved that I didn't need any more practice, and maybe this was the run to end it all just on day 2. I think I can do bridge.
Yo. Sub 4.
Okay. Oh, it's right there. Okay. It is. Oh my god, I can do this one. So just to give some commentary, as I don't really during the stream as I'm too locked in, I found the one bastion that I could actually do only 20 blocks away from my nether portal, which is super rare and super uncommon. And to add on top of that luck, there was a nether fortress right by it, which is just insane luck stacked on top of each other. Now right here I'm going to the fortress, and as you see it's only right there, so I get there super quick, and I'm only here with 18 minutes, which is my personal best up to this point and the only time where I back-to-back successful points. However, once I get the blaze rods, I quickly realize that something is wrong. I'm so unprepared to find the stupid fortress. I quickly realized that I had put no effort into researching how to find the fortress quickly, or any tricks or anything about the Ender Dragon itself, so I realized at this point I might be screwed completely. However, I thought the Ender Dragon was pretty light. I've seen speedrunners kill him with so much ease that it's a joke, so I'm gonna be okay. I'm just gonna have to manually find it, and it's gonna be alright. Yes! Okay. Please just have one. That's all I'm asking. Oh. That's good though. Yes! Oh my god, there's exactly one. Holy moly. Oh no. Oh, this is so scary. What the heck is that perch? Now I'm in the end, and I'm finally able to reach the Ender Dragon with just 47 minutes. We have great time. We even have 13 minutes to beat the Ender Dragon and complete this challenge on just the second day that we have done this. However, I'm not sure it's gonna go great. As you can tell, I had no idea what to do. My beds were all over the place. I thought I was doing damage, and then I really only did like a quarter of the dragon's health with like 10 beds, and overall it was just a complete mess where I came nowhere close to even killing the dragon. So it was pretty clear that this run was not going to be successful, and this pretty much cemented it. No. Well, 30 minutes I would eventually end up killing the dragon through... You don't even want to know what it means. That was an hour and 20 minutes and 55 seconds for the PB. And while it was nice to complete a run, it still felt horrible to get that close and fail that big. Our new PB time is... We are. And obviously, it's not very far. But the thing is, we did it. Now, going on day 3, it really should have been a whole entire day dedicated towards practicing certain parts of the run, like the end and the nether with the bastions. While I did practice the end and bastions somewhat, I didn't do it as much as I nearly should have, and decided that runs would be the best way to go forwards. While it's true that runs really help you get the grasp of things and really help you repeat what is good and what is bad, I really needed to practice here, and not going specifically more into practice was definitely a mistake. However, I definitely paid the price for it. God, I feel so unmotivated. I feel like this is impossible. I feel like with everything I learn, there's more and more to mess up, more and more to learn, more and more that you have to perfect. It really just feels like this isn't gonna happen. However, the sun rose on day 4, and I was ready. I wasn't gonna give up yet. And I had to at least give it one more try to really feel that I knew that I gave the challenge my all, and that I knew that I could really see if I could speedrun Minecraft. So, I began. Although I was pretty demotivated from the previous day, it was nice to see that I was getting faster at some things. Even if it wasn't super fast, my crafting and portal build times were getting faster than when I started, which was great to see. And although it wasn't exactly what I wanted, it was proof I was getting better. However, I would finally get back to a bastion and finally have a successful one and be able to go to another fortress after, and this run was looking great. I had all my pearls that I needed by 20 minutes, and I was on my way searching for the fortress within 20 minutes as well. I could even pearl there, and things were looking amazing. While there was some hiccups like having to use an iron and wooden pickaxe to kill the blazes as I ran out of durability on my axe, things were still okay. They were okay to get a sub-hour pace, and I was still doing pretty okay. This would also be the first time that I would be able to use Ninja Brain, which would help me so much in finding the stronghold and save me a lot of time and stress. As you see here, I use it pretty well and I'm actually able to get a 35%, which is solid for what I'm doing. And I almost messed up the nether portal, but I ended up being okay. And we're looking good to enter the stronghold before 50 minutes, which is great and right in pace with us to be able to get sub-hour. Well, you could just see in the top right that it took me almost 13 minutes to find the stronghold. We are able to enter the nether before 55 minutes, which still gives us plenty of time to beat the ender dragon before an hour in Minecraft. However, there was one big mistake. When you're fighting the ender dragon and you are trying to one cycle it, which is using the beds, you need a obsidian or crying obsidian block. However, I don't have that. I quickly realized that right here.
Oh, I didn't get lava.
My plan was to get lava from the overworld and use water to turn it into obsidian at the perch. However, I forgot to pick up the lava and now I am completely screwed. And so in the second straight run that I made it to the end, I would once again have to beat the ender dragon using the scraps that remained in my inventory. And while I would get a new PB, this one really did not feel good at all.
Oh no. It's a new in-game.
However, I still try to stay motivated. I was collecting mistakes, I had experience, I was ready, and the next run was going to be the run.
We're gonna beat this game in under an hour, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it within 7 days, and we're gonna beat this challenge, even if it's the last thing I do, okay? And we're gonna do it. We're gonna beat this. We're gonna beat this game. We're gonna beat this dragon.
Day 5 started, and I knew that I was ready. I knew that I had what it takes, and I knew that I could do it today. And this run would be the last run of the challenge altogether.
Blacksmith. And a blacksmith. This is a good sign. Alright. Not great, but we did get obsidian, so you know, this is solid. Oh no. Probably the slowest letter opens up hat. Okay, it's okay, I don't really care about it. Oh, we have no pearls. Okay. It's about 15 chunks in this direction. Okay, it's right there. That's actually super quick.
Just as a little fun fact that I learned from the goat wreck rap, if you have a shield and you jump constantly with blazes, you actually can't get lit on fire from the blazes themselves. Since I was low on fire prop potions, I decided just to use this method and it actually saved me a ton of time and resources.
This sucks. Okay, guys. Can I barely even... Yeah, that is really bad.
So due to my pretty crappy location after coming out the nether, I was actually pretty screwed in the eyes and I botched them up really badly. On top of that, I was low on obsidian and I couldn't even make a portal to go fast travel to the stronghold. So I would have to go back to my portal and travel in the overworld, which cost me about 15-20 minutes, which really hurt the run. On top of that, I took so long to find the portal that it was beyond an hour when I found the portal. So already I screwed myself out of a sub-hour time, and this was just a complete mess of a run at this point. And then, due to my past mistakes in the end always costing me, I was so careful in the end where I was more focused on getting the pillars and subtracting for future lost time rather than focusing on the dragon itself. And this made me lose the ability to actually be able to try to one cycle the dragon and made this run just a complete and utter failure in every way possible.
Oh no, I was too late. I was too late.
Now, although this run was eventually completed and was my first sub 120, which I was happy about, it still felt like at the same time a complete failure.
No.
I botched so many easy things up and it really felt like this could have been the run to end it all.
Yes! Sub 120! New PB by 13 seconds. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is miserable. That is just miserable.
Although I was happy to get a new PB, I was pretty upset. Not only were my times disappointing and really only were a couple seconds apart from each other, I also wasn't getting many viewers in my stream, which was understandable, but it does kind of hurt to see 0 viewers the whole entire time you're streaming for 3+ hours.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for the watching. I don't think anyone watched. But anyways, I still had a lot of fun.
And while day 5 was pretty low at the end of the day, it wouldn't get much better on day 6. In fact, I got so low that the best way to really demonstrate how low I got was a montage of all my failed attempts.
No, 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 no! Forest. It's the forest. I hate this. Fortress? Oh my god, of course. Like, how do I find 2 fortresses before I find 1 bastion? I hate this! Well. No!
Over the course of the 3-hour stream, I only found 3 bastions, 2 of which being the worst ones to have while speedrunning Minecraft. So I had pretty bad luck today, and overall I was just really down and did not think I could do it at all. Overall, this is probably like the most frustrating day of speedrunning. It's just that after that, we were only able to find 2 bastions in like 2 hours, and they were both bad gap stables, and that's just so annoying. And so, I ended stream. I went to bed unhappy, unfulfilled, and unsatisfied with my work. Although I put in 3 hours constantly for the past 6 days straight, I really didn't feel like I had what it takes. So, I loaded up stream for day 7, and I knew that this was the last chance I had to do this, or else I would fail my challenge. I would prove to myself that I wasn't capable of doing this. But I had one last try to prove myself wrong.
We're getting sub hour today in Minecraft. Let's do this right here, right now, one last time. That's a peculiar sign. I don't know how to think about that sign, but there's no one. Oh, I can actually use this. Okay, 47 that direction. We're going this way. Oh my god! I could do the non-speedrunning route, and I could do the speedrunning route to go, but look, oh my god, there's a predetermined piglin hole. That's amazing. They already dug their own hole for me. That is so cool. That direction. Where's my shovel? I lost my shovel. Nice. Okay, I have not Oh no, that's not. Well, we can always just dig. If not, we dig in the stream. Yes. We're gonna need a good cycle, I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna need a good cycle. Actually, you know what? I don't know if we can do it. I don't know if we can risk it. You know what? Let's go big or go home. Let's go big or go home. Let's see this goes. You can jerk it. I just need you to jerk it, man. I just need you to jerk it. Please, can you just jerk it for me? Can you please just jerk it for me? Yes! 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 Yes, 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 we did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! 30-minute improvement! 30-minute improvement! Oh my god, stop the presses! Oh my god, the first one of the day! The first one of the day! Sub 50. Who cares about sub hour? We got sub 50. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh my god. We got it. We got it. Sub 50. Sub 47. Oh my god. It feels so good. Oh, I'm shaking. I'm shaking the axe clutch. Oh my gosh. I saw the. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like that was like a pretty choppy run too, like not having to travel to the stronghold in the overworld, like oh my god, but we did it, we did it, we slain, what is it, we have slain, we have slewn, we have killed the Ender Dragon, and we have officially beat Minecraft in under an hour.
And so, that was my Minecraft speedrunning journey. While it's pretty likely that I'll return to speedrunning, and I'm actually super interested in ranked Minecraft speedrunning, which I don't think I'd be good at, but it's still super fun, this is definitely going to be it for this moment. However, I still felt like I learned so much during this journey. I feel like Minecraft speedrunning is so popular because it really allows people to push something to its absolute limits. Everyone knows the progression and tricks of Minecraft, as it's been out for over 15 years, but truly being able to beat the game that you once spent hours or weeks or months on in a single sitting is kind of magical in a way. It's proof that even if something seems impossible or daunting, if you put in the effort and time, anything that you wish to do is possible. And when you finally do slay that Ender Dragon in less than an hour, less than 2 hours, whatever your goal is, you'll look back, proud and amazed of who you've become along that journey. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed at any point or you had criticism of this video, please leave it down below in the comments. I would appreciate so much if you subscribed if you enjoyed. However, if you didn't, it's no worries. I want to make my videos as best as possible for you, so any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.